now. As you sit up nice and tall, just start to check in. Maybe do a scan of your body from the tips of your toes up to the top of your head. Scanning the body to notice how it feels. Try to just be open to discover how your body feels instead of expecting it to feel a certain way, getting stuck in the past, like I'm always tired or I'm always tight. Instead, just be open to how does it feel right now? Maybe it's different. And as you explore and get to know your body in this moment, try not to judge it or label it. It's neither good or bad. Instead, we're just being present with what is in this moment. Scanning the body from the tips of the toes to the top of the head. And if you did discover any areas of discomfort, see if you can just adjust your positioning a little bit in order to make that area feel a little bit better. And so maybe it might feel nice to open up across the chest a little bit and draw the shoulder blades towards each other gently. It might feel nice to gently tuck the tailbone a little bit or send it back behind you a little bit. It might feel better in your body to draw your chin back gently or tuck the chin a little bit. Just play, explore with curiosity and kindness, and let the sensation in your body guide the positioning of your body instead of my external cues, instead of your preconceived notion of how your body is supposed to be. Just adjust gently, mindfully for what you're feeling. I invite you throughout the class today to continue to do this in your poses. Yes, I'll give some cues, I'll give you a basic roadmap. But as you travel down that road, I want you to check in. Use the wisdom that your body has, the wisdom that your intuition has, to make small adjustments and tweaks to find the best position for you. And taking a moment here to check in mentally. How are you doing mentally today at this moment in time? And take a moment to check in. How do you feel emotionally today? Right here, right now. How do you feel emotionally? No expectation or judgment. Just observing and sitting with what is. And starting to notice the breath. At your own pace and your own time, take a few deep inhales through the nose and a few loud, noisy exhales through the mouth. If it feels comfortable for you, beginning to breathe in and out through the nose. Encouraging the breath to become a little bit deeper, a little bit fuller. One of the best ways to do that is to really focus on the exhale. Exhale longer than you normally would. Really draw it out. Pull the belly in and exhale, 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 until your body naturally creates a vacuum to inhalation, for the inhalation to be a little bit deeper. So focus on the exhale to create a deeper breath. Keeping this smooth, even breath, gently begin to flutter your eyelids open. We'll begin to link our breath with our movement. On your next inhale, reach your arms up to sky. Gaze up gently as you lift the heart. And then exhale to release the hands back down towards the chair. Push down into your feet as you inhale, reach the fingertips up, lengthening up. Gaze up gently. Exhale, hands down towards the seats. Root down into your pelvis, your two sitting bones. As you inhale, reach the arms up. Holding here this time and really reaching from your hip bones up through your armpits, up through your fingertips. Try to create that length by pushing down into your feet and down into your sitting bones. A few more breaths here as you continue to lengthen. If it feels comfortable for you, you can start to find a light contraction at the back of your throat. It's the same contraction you would have if you were trying to fog up a mirror by making a ha sound. But the lips are closed and you're breathing in and out through the nose. Again, if that does not feel comfortable for you, it doesn't feel comfortable for everyone. If you have a deviated septum, then that may not be comfortable. Feel free to breathe out through the mouth. Yes, I know, those arms are probably getting tired. Inhale to lengthen just a little bit more. And then exhale as you forward fold, bringing your hands to your thighs, rounding through the spine, letting the chin drop towards the chest. On the inhale, arch the back a little bit, open through the chest, gaze forward. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tailbone towards the chair, let your chin drop towards the chest. Inhale, arch a little bit, lengthening, opening the chest. And exhale to round. Push into the feet again and your pelvis as you inhale, arms up to sky. And then exhale as you twist to the right, bringing your left hand towards your opposite knee. As you power down into your feet and the sit bones, inhale to lengthen up. Exhale, gently twist just a little bit more, broadening across the chest and the collarbones. Inhale, reach both arms to sky. Exhale, twisting the other direction, bringing hand to opposite knee. Pushing into the feet and the sit bones as you inhale to lengthen. Exhale, gently twist a little bit deeper. On the inhale, reach both arms to sky, flowing through that a little bit as you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, both arms reach up from the hip bones. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, reach the arms to sky. And exhale to forward fold again. Hands to the thigh bones, rounding the spine, chin towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen, open through the chest. Exhale to round, drawing the lower belly in. Inhale to lengthen, opening across the chest. Exhale as you round. Once more, inhale to lengthen. And exhale to round. Power down into the feet and the pelvis as you inhale, sit all the way up. Reach from your hip bones up to your fingertips. Exhale, side bend to the right, bringing right hand to the seat of your chair. Reaching from your left hip bone through your left armpit, through your left fingertips. Turn your gaze down towards the floor. Tuck the chin slightly, and if it feels comfortable for you, turn your gaze up towards the sky. And then turn the gaze back down towards the floor. If it's comfortable for the neck, turn the gaze up towards the sky. Once more, gaze down at the floor. Gaze up towards the sky. Inhale, both arms to sky, reaching from the hip bones all the way up. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Bring left hand to chair. And again, reach from the right hip through the right armpit, through the right fingertips. Turn the gaze down towards the mat. And find a gentle tuck to the chin so there's length in the back of the neck. And if it feels comfortable for your neck, inhale, turn the gaze up. Exhale, gaze down towards the floor. Inhale, turn the gaze up. Exhale, gaze down towards the floor. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze to the floor. Push into the feet. Inhale, both arms to sky. Flowing a little bit here. Exhale, side bend to the right, right hand to chair. Inhale, sit up tall, both arms up. Exhale, side bend to the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Once more, full inhale, lift up. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, reach both arms to sky. Exhale to forward fold, hands to your thighs, round the spine. And if it feels comfortable for you, hands can also come to the ankles or down towards the floor. Letting the chin round towards the chest. A few deep breaths here. Taking this opportunity to check in with the body. Draw the lower belly in and start to walk your hands up your shins. Use your hands to help you as you press your way back up to seated. Taking the hands behind you onto the chair. They can either be on the seat or back onto the back. And shimmy your pelvis all the way forward. On the inhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Lift the heart up and send your tailbone back as you gaze up. Exhale, belly in as you round the spine. Tuck the tailbone forward and round the shoulders forward. Inhale to arch, cow pose, sending your tailbone back, lifting the heart and the gaze. Exhale to round, tucking the tailbone forward, rounding the spine forward. Once more, full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale to sit up tall again, or Tadasana or mountain pose. And then take your arms out to the side. Bend them at 90 degrees, our cactus arms. And then again, draw those shoulder blades together and pull your elbows back. Maybe try to get them behind your shoulders. We're going to do that same spinal movement. So send your tailbone back, lift your heart, maybe lift your gaze a little bit as you pull your elbows and your shoulders back. Continue to lengthen through the spine. So imagine there's a baseball right at the base of your neck and you have to lift your head up and over that baseball. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale to hug yourself. Wrap your arms around, grabbing a hold of your opposite shoulders and round the spine. So you're tucking that tailbone forward. Let your chin collapse forward. And really round, making a full C shape in your spine from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Feel the shoulder blades pull away from each other. And as you breathe deeply here, can you feel those shoulder blades pull away? Can you feel the upper back expand a little bit with every single inhale? Notice which arm is on top. On the inhale, send the tailbone back, cactus the arms, lift the heart and the chest. Exhale, round the spine again, put the other arm on top. Wrap the fingertips around the shoulders, pulling the shoulder blades away from each other, rounding into that C-shaped spine from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Tucking the tailbone forward, taking deep, full breaths into that upper back. Beginning to flow this movement on the inhale, arch the spine, cactus the arms, lift the heart, lift the gaze. On the exhale, round the spine, grab opposite shoulders. On your inhale, arch through the back, open through the arms. And on your exhale, hug yourself, put the other arm on top. And do a few rounds at your own pace. Let your breath and your body guide you. Use the full inhale to arch through the back and open the chest. Use the full exhale to round the spine and grab opposite shoulders, switching arms every time. As you do this, it might feel nice to close your eyes to really turn your awareness inwards. And I invite you to check in with that body. How is it feeling in this movement? Does it feel sticky? Does it feel tight? Does it feel fluid or graceful? Does this movement feel good for you or not? Let me do a little longer. I'm going to be quiet. I invite you to explore creative movements. There's no one way to do this or right way to do this. Let the sensations in your body guide you and then have the courage to follow those sensations. So it might feel nice to add a little twist. It might feel nice to gaze down towards the floor or up towards the sky, to move the neck in some way with this movement. I'll be quiet so you can focus inwards. Explore creative movement that's yummy, healing, and good for you. Taking it a little bit longer, and sometime within the next minute or so, start to find your way back towards stillness and our Tadasana or mountain pose, sitting up tall on the edge of the seat. There's no rush. It's your body, your practice. Let your body and your intuition guide you. When you're ready, we'll Begin again sitting up tall on our seat. Taking the hands gently behind you and leaning back a little bit, but I want you to keep that length in your spine. So try not to round into that cat shape or C-shaped spine. Instead, stay lengthened, open through the chest. You have to walk your hands back a little bit more or maybe bend your elbows. Your elbows might come to the back of the chair or they might go wide off of the chair. It depends on your chair and how long your arms are. So find a supportive shape where you can keep that length in your spine. We'll draw the lower belly in, and on your inhale, extend the right leg, straightening at the knee. Exhale to bend the knee. Other side. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale to bend. Back to the right side. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend one more. Keep the length in the spine. Inhale, chest is open. Exhale, bend. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Sitting up nice and tall again, shoulders over hips. Draw the lower belly in, and on your inhale, lift the right knee up. Option to bring your hands underneath the thigh. Interlace the hands. Hands can be closer to the knee, whatever feels supportive for you. Just continue to lengthen through the spine. Now start to circle through the ankle joint. Spread your toes wide. Reverse the circles. Still holding onto the thigh, or hands can be on the chair. Turn the knee out and the foot towards the other side. Then turn the knee in towards the other knee. So we're swinging the foot side to side. Swing the foot side to side. Coming back to center, drawing the knee in and up as you sit up tall. And then option to cross the ankle over the opposite leg here for a figure 4 shape in our legs. If this is too intense, keep both feet on the floor with the soles of the feet turned towards each other. You can also place a block under the feet here. Inhale to lengthen in whichever shape you're in. And if it's accessible for you, if it feels right, on your exhale, forward fold. There's no should in this class. You shun it to be doing something or not doing something. Should does not exist. What exists is this moment and what you're feeling in your body. Whichever variation of this shape feels good for you, try that. If something doesn't feel good, play with it. Just like we did at the beginning of class, make tiny little tweaks. Your body is so intelligent. Adjust as you need to in any way. That it's a little bit challenging. You feel a little bit of stretch, but you can still breathe comfortably. You're not stressing yourself out. If you feel sharp shooting pain, those are things that we want to move away from. So just adjust slightly in any way that you need to in order to make this shape sustainable. So it's challenging, yes, not necessarily comfortable, but it's also not painful and stressful. Whichever option you're in, inhaling to sit up, bringing your hands back to the chair and both feet flat on the mat. Drawing the left knee in towards the chest, hands behind the thigh as you pull the knee up and start to circle through the ankle. Spread the toes wide. Try to include the toes in the movement. And then reverse the circles the other direction. Keep the chest open, lengthening through the spine. Hands can stay behind the thigh or on the chair as you start to swing the foot side to side. So we're turning the knee in and out. In and out. This is rotation in the hip joint. And then sitting up tall again, hugging the knee in towards the chest. And then using your body's wisdom to guide you, either cross the ankle over the opposite thigh, or take both feet to mat or block. Turning the knees out. Wherever you are, inhale to lengthen. Exhale to forward fold, finding your version of the shape. Our body is intelligent and wise, and it's always in this state of flux. It's changing all the time based on the sensory information it gets from the world around us. Thus, this time you're doing it, it might be different than just a minute ago when we did it. You might feel something new. Also, if you're doing the one leg cross, you're doing it a different side, so it might be very different. Again, just be present in this moment. No expectation of what you think you're going to feel or what you think you should be feeling. Instead, just what am I feeling right now? Does this feel healthy and helpful or not? And if not, just make tiny little tweaks, adjusting in any small little way that feels right for your body, because your body is wise and it knows. The problem comes when we don't listen to the body, when we ignore the signs and the messages it gives us. If it's talking to you right now and saying, sharp shooting pain, tingling, numbness, I can't breathe, those are all signs that we need to adjust a little bit. Wherever you are, go ahead and inhale to lengthen back up. Bringing the soles of the feet flat to the mat. Option to stay here and seated, or you can come to standing for this. Of course, you can use your hands on the seat to slowly bring yourself up to standing. If you're in standing, you can either come to the side of the chair or behind the chair, whichever you prefer. Both work. And of course, like I said, you could definitely do this in seated. I'll show that as well. If you're in standing, go ahead and take both hands onto the chair or one hand onto the chair. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine wherever you are, and then exhale to bend the knees, shifting the weight towards your heels. Inhale to stand up and lengthen tall. Exhale to bend the knees. Just doing a few of these at your own pace. If you're in the chair, inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bend one knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bend the other knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knee or squat, whichever option you're doing. If you're standing, on your next exhale, bend both knees and hold here. Become aware of your foundation. Anchor into all four corners of your foot. So it's the inner and the outer edge of the ball of your foot, the inner and outer edge of the heel of your foot. If you're in standing, start to shift the weight over into your left foot and lift your right heel. If you're in seated, lifting the right heel up. And start to shift the weight over into the right foot and lift the other heel. We're just going to flow through this side to side. Shifting the weight to the other foot, lift the heel. Shift the weight over, lift the heel. A few rounds at your own pace. Moving mindfully and slowly with awareness on those feet, anchoring into all four corners of the foot. If you're in standing, go ahead and bring both heels to mat, stand up, and come back to the chair. We'll all sit on the very edge of the chair with our feet out in front of us again, hands onto the knees or the thighs, and powering down into your heels, lift your toes up, and then release the toes down, lift the toes up, spread them wide, release the toes back down, lift the toes up, spread them wide, and release. Two more just like this. Remember, you're always welcome to rest at any point. And go ahead and release. Wonderful. Go ahead and take your hands back onto the chair. We're going to scoot back a little bit. Tuck the tailbone forward to round through the spine. Your hip bones are drawing up towards your ribs. Keep that rounding in the spine. On your exhale, draw the lower belly in and lift your right knee up. Option to stay here, or inhale to straighten the leg, exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten, exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten, exhale to bend, and then swing your foot in and your knee out. We'll do little pulses here, just pulsing the leg up. Nice and easy. Always the option to rest the foot back down towards the floor. We have 2 more. Now spin it the other direction, knee in, toe out, and little pulses here. Drawing the hip bones towards your ribs, tucking that tailbone forward. Last one, and release it back down to mat. On the exhale, draw the belly in, lift the left leg up, keeping the knee up. Inhale to extend the leg, exhale to bend. Inhale to extend the leg, exhale to bend. Inhale, extend the leg, exhale, bend. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend. And then spin the knee out, turn it out, little tiny pulses, up, up, exhale, up, exhale, up, up. Last 2, last 1. Turn the knee in, toe out, little pulses, up, up, up. Tucking that tailbone forward. Last 2, last 1, and release it down. Sitting up nice and tall. Take a moment to shake that out. How did that feel? I know that one can be quite intense. Making our way into half goddess. You're going to take the right leg out towards the side. Opposite leg can stay forward. Arms into cactus arms or goddess arms. Sit up nice and tall. And I want you to think about activating your bum cheek on the right side. That gluteus maximus muscle is what's going to open the knee towards its pinky. We're going to take tiny little pulses here. You're just going to pulse the knee back a little bit. And think about activating or squeezing that gluteus maximus. And then squeeze the bum cheek, the gluteus maximus, hold it there, and we're going to take little pulses with the elbows back. A little movement, drawing the shoulder blades together, opening through the chest. Last one, release the arms, bring both legs back together, and move to the other side. Left leg goes out towards the side. It's not directly side. It will never point directly side. It's not anatomically possible. The other leg stays forward. Still sitting up tall. Bring your awareness to the bum cheek, the gluteus maximus on that left side. Activate that to draw the knee towards its pinky, and then take little pulses of the knee back. Back. It's a teeny, teeny, tiny movement. Little pulses back as you squeeze the bum cheek. Back, 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 back. And then hold it back. Keep that activation. Sit up tall, cactus arms, pulse your elbows back, back, broadening across the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And release. Bring both legs back to center. Take a moment to just close your eyes and notice how you feel. Check in again. No judgment of what you discover. No judgment of this is bad, but also see if you can release the judgment of good as well. Just let it be neutral. This is just what is. Making our way into full goddess by taking both legs open. If this is too intense, stay with the previous version, just one leg. I'll let you know when we're halfway through and you can switch to the other side. We're taking the knees wide by activating through the gluteus maximus, your bum cheek. Sitting up tall, cactus arms. Knees are working towards your pinkies actively while staying stacked over your ankles. Continue to open up through the chest, but without puffing or arching through the back. Our spine is still long, tailbone reaching down, crown of the head reaching forward. Just a few more breaths. We're now halfway through. If you're doing one side, please switch to the other side. Release the hands back onto your thighs. I know that could be a lot for the shoulders. You did great. Maybe give a little shake out, a sigh out through your mouth. Release the intensity. Option to stay here. You also have the option to forward fold a little bit. If you'd like to round through the spine, you can also bring your hands down onto blocks or down onto the floor. If you'd like a little more heat, we're going to try to stand up. For this, you'll have to walk your feet a little closer. You can take your hands behind you. Use the chair to help you here. Push into the chair to stand up, keeping your legs wide. Once you're up, you might be able to wiggle the feet a little wider. Hands can stay where they are, or if your shoulders aren't totally burning, you can come back to those cactus arms. I'm just going to hold for a couple breaths, but remember you always have the option to take your hands behind you and sit back down. Or you could stay a little bit longer if that feels comfortable for you. There's no right or wrong. There's no one right answer. There's what feels right and is good for you today in this moment. Hold for 3 more full breaths. A little bit of strengthening here. Whenever you're ready, take your hands behind you, sit back, shake out those legs. I know, super intense. Shake it out, sigh it out. Relax through the jaw. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to give those legs a rest. And we're going to play with our hands a little bit. Hand dexterity and strength through our forearms is so important. We use it so much in our daily life, and we don't even realize that we do. Opening a jar, really important, right? We want to be able to do that. And so we want to make sure that we keep these hands really active. Sit up nice and tall for a moment, lengthen through the spine, and then bring your fingertips to touch your thumb on each side. So you're making like a little Pac-Man. Keep that and start to circle through the wrist joints. And then reverse the circles the other direction. Keep that with your hands and take your arms straight out to the side. Bring your fingertips towards the inside of your elbow, like they're trying to kiss each other. And then move them the other direction. Try to get your fingertips to kiss or kiss the inner edge of your elbow, and then take them away. In and out, in and out, in and out. Next time you open the hands away from each other, open up the hands and spread your fingers as wide as you can. Spread them really wide and turn your fingertips down towards the floor. Push out through the heel of your hand. This is a really great stretch if you spend a lot of time on the computer. Push out through the heel of the hand, turn your fingertips down, and just draw little circles. Circle your arms the other way. Little circles the other way again. One more time, each circle. And then reverse. Last 3, 2, 1, and release. Shake that out again, maybe a sigh out. Take a moment to check in, maybe close your eyes. How does the body feel? I'm going to have you turn to the right side and just onto the corner of your chair. So you're not directly side, you're on a diagonal or an angle here. Shimmy your pelvis forward towards the front edge of the mat. Your right leg is going to stay bent at a 90-degree angle. And I want you to really focus on anchoring down into all 4 corners of that foot. Keep your hands on the chair to help support you here. And then take your opposite leg back behind you, but also over towards the left. so your feet are not in line with each other. They're kind of on train tracks or hip width apart, really. You can maybe walk that right foot over to the right a little bit more. Your pelvis will be angled towards the corner of your chair, of your seat. Continue to draw the lower belly in and your tailbone down. Maybe straighten the back leg a little bit more. If it's comfortable for your neck, turn your gaze over the right shoulder. Continue to stack your shoulders over your hips and your ears over your shoulders. And if you feel stable here, if the spine is long and you can breathe comfortably, then take your arms up in line with the shoulders. Reach out through your fingertips. So you're broadening across the shoulders, the armpits, and the chest. Just a few deep, full breaths for our Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. If this is too intense, remember hands can stay down. Also, that back leg doesn't need to be straight. You can keep it bent. Find an angle for the foot that's comfortable for you. There's no one way to do it. You want to make sure that the back ankle and the back knee feel comfortable. Hands can stay on the chair, back leg bent. This is still Virabhadrasana 2, still healthy and healing. Choose what's right for you. Of course, making our way to the other side, go ahead and turn forward just for a moment, both knees forward. Take a moment to check in and notice how you feel. We'll go into the other side. So starting to walk your feet towards the corner on the left side. Shimmy yourself all the way forward to the front edge, on the edge of that seat. Left leg will go towards the side. Knee stacked over the ankle. Ground down into all four corners of that foot. Continue to sit up tall, and then the opposite leg will go back, but also open. It's not directly in line with the chair or with that front foot. The feet are kind of hip width apart. You've got this space running in this direction. Find an angle for that foot that's comfortable. Keep drawing the lower belly in, tailbone down. Stack the shoulders over the hips, the ears over the shoulders. If it's comfortable for the neck, turn the gaze over the left shoulder. Take a moment to check in. Is your spine long? Can you breathe comfortably? Do you feel stable? If you do, then take those arms up in line with the shoulders. Our Virabhadrasana 2. Checking in, noticing how it feels. If there's a place that it doesn't feel supportive, it doesn't feel healthy, maybe the back knee or the back ankle, adjust in some way. Make tiny little tweaks. Listen to your body. Maybe bend the back knee. Maybe lower hands back down to the seat. Doesn't feel good in the neck. Maybe look the same direction as the heart. You might have to shift the pelvis a little bit. Find the right positioning for you where it's slightly uncomfortable. You maybe feel a stretch. You might feel a little bit of working, but you can still breathe comfortably. There's no sharp shooting pain. There's no tingling or numbness. When you feel ready, if the arms are lifted, they come back to the chair. We start to walk both feet forward, maybe a little shake out, a sigh out. Come back to center for a moment, maybe close the eyes. And check in and notice how you feel. Taking the hands back behind you on the chair and shimmying your bum forward again. We'll take our feet wide. Open up across the chest. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let both knees drop towards the right. Take an inhale to lengthen, and exhale, a gentle twist towards the back leg. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, take both knees over to the other side, over to the left. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, take a gentle twist towards the back leg. Inhale, lengthen back to center. Exhale, both knees go to the right and twist towards the back leg. We're going to move the two patterns together. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, legs go one direction and you twist towards the back leg. Again, flow this with your own breath. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist. Twisting the rib cage the opposite direction of your knees. Let the breath guide you. And of course, those sensations in your body. It might feel good for you to take your feet a little wider or a little bit closer. You might want to twist and turn the gaze over the back shoulder, or that might not feel good in your neck and you keep the gaze forward. Make little adjustments based on what you're feeling in your body, because your body knows more about your lived experience and what's right for you than I do. Trust that. Next time the knees go to the right, hold it there. Support yourself with your left hand and inhale the right arm up to the sky, twisting towards the back leg. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit more. And maybe release the hand down towards the thigh or the knee. Maybe allow the chin to drop down a little bit. Inhale, take the arm back up to sky. Right hand to the chair as you take the legs up and over to the left. Again, with that right hand, hold on to the chair for stability. Inhale your left arm up to the sky and side bend towards the back leg. A little bit of a twist and a side bend here. And the exhale, maybe releasing hand to thigh. You can also keep the arm up. You can also keep the arm on the hip. Maybe draw the chin towards the chest a little bit. On the inhale, sitting up tall, both hands to chair, both knees to center, and sort of shimmy those feet in. You might want to sit back on the chair a little bit more, depending on how far forward you are. This next bit, just sit up comfortable. Your pelvis doesn't have to be in a particular area. Sitting up tall, take the hands in front of you, interlace your fingers, and push your palms forward. Great for the fingers here and also for our wrist. Take an inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, twist towards the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. And again, we'll just do a few at your own pace. You don't have to follow me. On your inhale, you lengthen. On the exhale, you twist. When you twist, I want you to become aware of your side waist. See if you can activate the side waist, our obliques here, and use that to really twist the rib cage towards the side. Think about trying to shine your heart side to side. Then come back to center, and we're going to switch our hands. So whichever thumb was on top, we're going to switch it so the other thumb is on top. Sit up tall, and this time push the palms away from you and then take the arms up to the sky. Lengthening from the hip bones up through the armpits and then pushing up through the heels of the hands. Stabilize down into both feet and into both sides of your pelvis and just draw little circles here. Circling the hands, but also circling the rib cage. Become aware of the core all the way around. Try to fire up that core so it supports you as you sit up tall, and then reverse the circles the other direction. If this does not work for you, hands can be separated. And then go ahead and come back to center, releasing the hands down. Take a moment to close your eyes and check in. We're going to finish our class now, so find a seat that's comfortable. This is a little bit of a relaxation, so you might want to sit back a little bit. Just a little moment of mindfulness. Hands can come to rest in your lap, on your thighs, or on your knees. If it feels comfortable for you, allow the eyes to close. If not, just close the eyelids about halfway and keep your gaze soft down in front of you. Again, take a moment to fidget and adjust the body to find a shape that's sustainable and comfortable. And we'll finish the same way we started, with a scan of the body from the feet to the top of the head. Just noticing any changes. If there aren't any changes, that's fine as well. No judgment of what you discover, just observation. And notice your mental state again. Has it changed? Maybe, maybe not. Checking in with your emotional state. How do you feel emotionally right here, right now? Is it different from the beginning of class? I like to finish with a little moment of celebration. For this, it might feel nice to hug yourself. It might feel nice to bring your hands to your heart center. You can stack the hands on the heart, the belly, or one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. It also might feel nice, it's more nurturing, to forward fold a little bit. So it might feel nice to forward fold, bring your hands onto your thighs, the ankles, or the floor. Whichever position, maybe allow the eyes to close. And just take a moment to celebrate yourself, whatever that means for you. So it might be celebrating that you moved today. It might be celebrating that you made it here today. It might be celebrating a little win that you had, maybe in your practice today, maybe a win you had yesterday. We always have wins. It might be hard sometimes to find them, to celebrate what's going well for us. Today I woke up. That's a win for sure. Woohoo! Also today I have my sense of sight, my sense of taste. Today I was able to take some time for myself and do a chair yoga practice. That is a win to celebrate. Thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart for coming and taking this class with me. I'm here to support you in any way I can. It's an honor to be a part of your journey. Thank you for teaching me.